Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Hi there. Alright, guys. So, I've received a couple of gifts, and I am going to be doing this reading to say thank you for those gifts, and also, all of my puppers are going to the vet. For all different types of things. The two little ones have tested positive for tick-borne Lyme and something I can't pronounce. My handsome husband needs 2 teeth removed, and I'm getting him fixed at the same time. And then today, my Sadie lady started scratching at her face. So I'm keeping an eye on her mouth because she may be needing some teeth removed as well, which Mona's thing is going to be like $1,500, and it's like everybody's going at once, and I still have 2 others that need to go to the vet too. Just a little Sirius needs to get a checkup, and the one that lives with my dad, she is always outside where the ticks are, so we want to get her checked to make sure that she doesn't have it. Mona Man was fine, he doesn't have that, but the 2 little ones do, and I'm hoping Sadie should be fine. She just had all of her boobs and she got neutered and all of her breasts were removed right around Christmas time. But yeah, I got a whole stampede. And when I was living with my person who's very toxic, they didn't really get to go to the vet. So I'm now taking care of all of that. That money has finally started coming in, but I didn't expect to do it to this extent so quickly. So yeah, tonight donations will go towards the puppers. So if you're somebody that was thinking of like grabbing something off of the wish list, PayPal donations are greatly appreciated at this time. And I just want to say thank you to Kristen for this tarot astrology book. It looks awesome sauce. It's going to help me to enhance my readings, so it's perfect. Thank you very much, Kristen. And she got this off the gift registries. Thank you very much. And she also got me a deck, but I want to talk about this one real quick because it's funny. This one has a bunch of the like astrology things in there. So I have a deck and a book that's going to help me to bring about more of my astrology connections and things to the readings. So this is the Tower of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, and this is from Tess in Sweden. So thank you very much, Tess. And the other deck is the True Love Tarot. This is from Kristen, and I don't know if it's on Amazon. I'll have to look afterwards. I always put the links down below. So this is the True Love Tarot. It's very cool. It has an awesome book and box. You guys know I like the boxes. But tonight what we're going to be finding out is what does this person like or love about you? And we have 3 piles to pick from. We have malachite. I always forget the name of it. I have it written down. Hold on. It is crimson moon quartz. And then labradorite. So we're starting, 328. We'll do 333. 333, number 1. All right, malachite. What does this person like or love about you? High Priestess. Cups. 9 of Cups. My cups. Ace of Cups. Judgment. Palace of Wands. Okay, so this Tower of Dreams deck actually has palaces in it. So they have the queens and the kings and everybody. But they also have palaces, which is a little bit different from our traditional tarot. So we got the Queen of Swords. And then in this deck, things are different. So the cups are shells. Roses are wands. Butterflies are swords. And gems are pentacles. Okay, I think that's what it is. All right, and then I have these 3 for the end. I forget the name. I gotta look. Lover's Oracle. All right. So let's see, what does this person like and love about you? 2 of Cups, Death card, King of Wands, 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups. So you get 2 Ace of Cups. Alright. I feel like you guys probably been through a lot together in this connection. You could have had a lot of false starts with this person with this Ace of Cups energy twice. I feel like you guys could have come in and out a lot. This person could have rejected you a few times. And I feel like there's just been a lot, okay? So, you know, with this Queen of Swords energy, this tells me that either this person had had their guard up with you or you've had to put your guard up with them. I'm really picking up for a lot of you, though. It's like this person has probably come into your life a lot and then has rushed back out. You know, they've come in and then they leave you, and there could have been other things within the connection that were causing that. But I feel like this person may now be reevaluating this. But let's see, what do they love about you? What do they like about you? I feel like no matter what has gone on, you've gone through a transformation, okay? They may have, like, once in the past, you may have been somebody that didn't have very strong boundaries, or you were constantly, like, being hurt by people. I feel like that, I don't want to say like hardened you, but I do feel like it's probably made you somebody that recognizes that you need to protect yourself, protect your energy a little bit better than you once had. So I am feeling like this person may like that about you. They may like that no matter what you've been through in life, you've been resilient, you're protecting yourself. For some of them, I am picking up that they may be intimidated by whatever transformation you've gone through, but they do respect you, okay? I feel like this person has more respect for you now, sees that you're somebody that can kind of rise through the bullshit. You're not going to be a pushover. So I'm sure that they liked being able to come in and out of your life when they were coming in and out of your life, or if they are, like if they did or they do. I feel like they do like that they can come in and that you still love them. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you probably have placed some stronger boundaries in regards to that. But you've definitely been able to rise through, all right? They're attracted to the transformation that you've gone through in your life. And with the King of Wands, I feel like you've motivated this person to change as well. So you could have been dealing with a Knight of Wands, okay? Especially with this element here, I feel like there could have been, like, this is almost like the Three of Cups, and then the Ace of Cups is down here, represented by this fourth cup, right? Or the shells. But I do feel like you've helped this person to, like, reevaluate what they were focusing on. So if they were dating multiple people, or if they have a wife or whatever, maybe it was a job or an addiction, something that they were constantly, like, basically rejecting you to go, you know, deal with that. Oh, wait, did I read this wrong? I was reading this as a fork. Oh, it is a Four Cups, yeah. So, yeah, they were rejecting you for these distractions. So they could have been like the Knight of Wands. Like, they rushed in, they kind of had some, you know, nookie, and then they rushed out. And I feel like whatever transformation you've gone through, if you've risen into your Queen of Swords, this could be helping motivate this person to now become the King of Wands. But I also pick up this energy that you are somebody that's motivated. You do have strength inside of you, that you probably get shit done, okay? And that's motivated them in their life as well. So maybe you've really tried to change things, or whatever has gone on within this connection. I feel like you're motivating this person to become somebody different, or they just get, like, they love the motivation that you have in your own life and the transformation that you've gone through. They're very attracted to it. So you could have had a lot of painful endings that you've dealt with. Maybe you thought, like, you were going to have a fresh start more than once, and it always ended up being like a crash down, boom, bang. But you've been resilient, you've risen. So they like that about you. And the Two of Cups, we know this is romance. So I sense that this person likes that they feel that you're soulmate, okay? You're either a soulmate or a twin flame. You're somebody significant. And they like that. They love that about this connection, is that they feel this other worldly type of thing. This isn't just an everyday type of connection. Maybe they were dealing with multiple people with the, you know, energies we had coming through, but I feel like with you it's different. They may have, you know, gone in and out of other people's lives, but I feel like with you there's been more than one time they've come in and more than one time that they've gone out, and I feel like they do feel on some level it will happen again, that, like, this is destined, okay? With the Judgment, this is a, you know, reconciliation energy, but it's also very spiritual energy. So they could feel like no matter what happens between the two of you, that they're destined to end up with you, or that they're destined to run into you again, that this isn't the end. They may feel like there hasn't been the right closure with you, but they love that connection with you. They feel like this is divinely guided, that there's something bigger that's been, circling you two in together, that's why you always come back around to each other, and that it's not over. Okay, so they actually love that about your connection. And I feel like with the Judgment, they like that you have maybe even embraced spirituality, this type of connection or this type of darkness that has likely put you into this stance of having to have stronger boundaries is probably the same thing that put you into this stance of awakening and realizing that there's a grander thing at play in our world, and you may, tap into spirit, okay, especially with the High Priestess. And it says, darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. So I really do feel like you've been through a lot of darkness, but you haven't let that keep you in the dark. You've allowed yourself to balance and rise. And I feel they're inspired by your transformation, or they may be inspired by the fact that you've gone through really difficult times, but you've actually strengthened as a result of it. A lot of people end up, just they don't get themselves out of it, or they stay way too long inside of things. I feel like you've been resilient and you don't let things hold you down. So it's like, especially with this Nine of Cups, it's like, even though things can be really gloomy or things can be really bad, it's like you're always like this positive role model or this motivator inside of your life to be happy and to keep fighting and to keep standing up for yourself. So they feel like they're really attracted to that inside of you, and it's helping them to do the same in their life. I feel like they're trying to overcome any darkness that they've been living within, but also embrace it, because it's like darkness into darkness is the key to all mystery. I feel like you understand that. You know that unless you went through the shit you went through, you wouldn't be where you are today, or you wouldn't have the things you have today, or even the strength that's inside of you. You wouldn't know to be grateful for things, because you would take it for granted because you never knew any different. And I feel like you may have even help this person to learn some of those lessons, because they may not have to have gone through some of the things and the adversities that you've been through. I also feel that they're very attracted to your intuition, and I do feel like, the fact that a lot of people have probably hurt you, you've probably been lied to, cheated on, things stolen from you. It's like the fact that you went through all that probably got you even a little bit stronger connected to your intuition. You probably denied it in the past, or you looked beyond it. You're like, well, I don't want to see that. You see how she's looking, she's got her eyes closed and up instead of embracing. I feel like this is a mirror. I feel like you've had to really start to trust your intuition when it comes to people now. You're not so oh, let me just love everybody and give everybody a chance. It's like, I'm just going to trust my intuition out the gate, because every time I haven't in the past, I've ended up lied to or stolen or, cheated on or whatever. It's like, you're not doing that anymore. So I feel like they're actually really attracted to the fact that you have this intuition. You may kind of know things about this person without them telling you, or even when you have made love to this person in the past, you may have been very intuitive. And I feel like you may have mirrored things. They may have gone through their own darkness. You may be giving them, again, that way for them to tap into their intuition, to overcome and to trust into spirit, so that they can start manifesting and changing whatever dynamics they're going through in their world, letting go of those third distractions. Maybe they had a unhealthy obsession with financial things. Maybe they always wanted to have the best of the best, or it was always money, 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 money. It doesn't always have to be a person. It doesn't always have to be an addiction. It can sometimes be things that we perceive to be as important, that we start to realize the darkness that is actually in it, or the conditioning that we've been, ingrained into, that, oh, you got to have this and have that in order for things to be nice in your world. So you feel like you've motivated this person to transform a lot about themselves as well. And they actually, admire that in you. And I feel like they really love the fact that they feel this other type of connection with you, because it helps them to realize the light inside of them and the strength inside of them. If I'm, if this is my soulmate, then I must have these gifts too. And I feel like, if you're twin flames, you could be their mirror. And so whatever gifts or intuitive insights and things that you've been able to tap into, they're going to have the same gifts, And I feel like they may actually be going through some sort of awakening and understanding that there is something bigger here guiding them and guiding the two of you. In the Palace of Wands, so this is going to be where where people would live, right? But the wands represents like that passion and that energy. So I feel like they feel if they were to live in your home, it would be very sexy, very passionate. Like you guys would never go for like a long bout without burp, getting a little busy. So I do feel that they're very sexually attracted to you, but also that like the energy in your home would be very nice. Like you probably would, do a lot of cleansing rituals, keep things, cleared. Also that there would be like this motivation about you. So like things would be moving, things would be good, energy would be going, there'd be a lot of passionate like stuff happening in here. So I feel that they're attracted to share the home with you, even though she's kind of like an ice queen because she's been hurt. That's not really what it is. I mean, she thinks about things rather than just going off of like the cuff of her emotions. I feel like this is a good mix, to be logical and passionate and to be protected but also very intuitive. So they're very attracted to this energy within you. And then with these little cards, we got passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So again, this person is very attracted to you passionately. They could find you to be very sexy. They like just, I feel like for some of you, it could even be your eyes, but they're just like, there's this magnetic energy that you have. So they feel that soul connection. They feel this passion for you. And then sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it truly is sacred. I sense this person gets this with you. Like they feel that this is a sacred thing, that it's not just your everyday type of person, that there is a sacred connection here. It would be like sacred sexuality, very passionate. And then with time, you're trying too hard, give it time. I feel like for some of you, you could be like really waiting or watching the clock. Like, why isn't this, why haven't we reconciled yet? Or what's going on here? For those of you that are in that energy, you got to give it time. And others, I feel like it could be the person. The person could be like, why is this, like, why haven't I heard from them? Or why hasn't Spirit brought us together yet? Or why aren't I where I should be? Whatever thoughts you have or they have, or you could both have. You just need to let yourself release and let go, and just know that when the perfect time comes, your sacred union will happen, and it will be just as passionate as it probably was and will always be. So yeah, that is number 1. And if you like it, you can hit the like. If you didn't, you can, unlike. If you'd like to subscribe, hit the little subscribe button. And if anybody wants to make a little donation to the Wiener Fund, the little PayPal link is down below. But thank you guys very much. Okay, moving on at 17:47. And we're going to find out, what does this person like or love about you? So we've got the 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the Star, the Lovers, Palace of Coins, which is Palace of Pentacles. And so in this deck, they have palaces. There's the kings, the queens, and all of that, but for whatever reason, they have palaces in this deck. And also the Hermit. Then we have the 10 of Shells, which is actually the 10 of Cups again. Queen of Gems, which is Queen of Pentacles. 2 of Wings, which is 2 of Swords. Princess of Shells, which is Page of Cups. And then the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So I feel like this person, kind of similar to the energy in pile 1, but I feel like when they look at you, they actually see you like very abundant, very lucky. Okay, you could be in this time where like abundance is just rolling in. You're a manifester. Things are amazing. You're very lucky, okay? But also, this is a card of destiny for me. So I feel that this person looks at you as part of their destiny. Now, no matter what's happened between the two of you, it's like it was destined to happen, and that you probably are destined to come back around to each other in the future. I'm also picking up that you may have helped this person, okay? You may be really good at manifesting, and from the sideline, you may send this person luck, or you may send them things to make their life easier. I feel like somewhere along the way, you might have stopped doing that, though, and they may have picked that up, okay? So, I don't know. For some, that may just be for 1 or 2 of you, but I do feel like you may have, really tried to help this person. Or maybe it was like when in the times you were together, you were like, they were very abundant and lucky, and then the times that you were separate from each other, things kind of dwindled down, okay? And then with the Princess of Shells, this is the romantic. So this is the Page of Cups. I feel like you're somebody that has worn your heart on your sleeve with this person. You've probably opened up a lot to them, and you've told them like how much you love them or care about them. It's like you're the romantic. So I think they like that about you. All right. I feel like they feel lucky that you even love them that much. And for some of you, they may feel like they need to apologize to you, or they may feel like you need to apologize to them. But I feel like for a lot of you, you may have apologized a lot to them. You may have, even apologized for how much you love them, or apologized for bothering them. You may have apologized too much. You may be like, I'm sorry. So I'm feeling like for some of them, they don't love it about you, but they actually like the quirk. You know what I mean? I feel like they care about you enough to recognize it's like a little quirkiness about you, and they actually like it. But they wish that you didn't do it. But I do feel like for some of you, they actually want to apologize to you for things that may have happened within the connection. But yeah, they pretty much love the fact that you've pretty much told them how much you care about them. And I feel like other people may have not have done that so easily. They may have not even have done that so easily. They've probably kept guards up. And then with the Two of Wings, this is the Two of Swords. So usually this is about making decisions, but they have balance here. So I feel like you may be balanced in the way that you make decisions, or you may just have this balanced energy. Even though you wear your heart on your sleeve with this person, you may not always do that. Okay, you may be a little bit logical when it comes to making decisions. You may weigh out your options, and you're like, well, I'm going to do this because this makes sense. It's like you have the best of both worlds. I feel like you're abundant, you're beautiful, you're smart, and you can do a little bit of both. You have that balance. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, this is the nurturer. So I feel like you probably nurture everybody. You probably nurtured this person a lot. But the Queen of Pentacles is like the wife. This is the person that would take care of a nice home. There would be very beautiful things within the home. She probably wears very nice clothes. Like, she's going to be the one that's taking the nice long bubble bath. She's going to have very nice things around her within her home, her garden. Like, she is a gardener. She's somebody that can cook. It's like she's basically like she's like the homemaker, but beyond that. And she's very valuable, very beautiful. And I feel like even right now you may be nurturing yourself more than maybe you once were, giving all of your love and your passion and your nurturing energy to everybody else, probably this person as well. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you've recognized your value and your worth, have realized that unless you nurture yourself, you can't nurture others. And I do sense that they just feel this energy. They like this nurturer within you. They feel like you'd be a good wife, a good mom. You'd be the person that would keep a nice home, that you would take care of them, and that you would take care of everything around you, and that you would, give for others before yourself. You're somebody that would provide this Ten of Cups, and again, I feel like they see you as the Queen of Pentacles, because even with the Ten of Cups, it's like this is success. So it's emotional success, but it's like financial success. I feel like this is kind of like the Ten of Pentacles energy, but it's more that they feel like they could have it both with you. They'd be very lucky and abundant and grounded and stable, and that you would have that balance. Like, I can love you, but I can also shine with you. Like, we can tear shit up. It's like you got the good of all worlds within you. It's almost the Empress energy. She's very close to the Empress energy, but it's just that grounded, nurturing, loving energy, with the ability to be very emotional. I feel like you may not always be very emotional, but with this person, you've been very emotional, very romantic to them, and they feel lucky to have had you as part of their destiny. They like the fact that you show up in their world, and that you've probably brought this beautiful success into them, or they sense that they can have this success with you. I feel like for some of you may already be married to this person. You may be like, what do they love about me? Okay, so for some of you guys, you may already be good with this person. And others, this is like how they see you, is that they could have that with you, that eventually the two of you could end up very happy, very stable together. And then again, we have Ten of Cups, so same energy, but here it's like you're very loyal to this person. And again, you'd take care of the kids, you would take care of the garden, you would take care of the home. Like, you open the door to the home and it's like light and warm, and it smells good. You've got roses in the house, you've got your oils going, you've got your candles going, you've got this stuff, you got your cooking dinner, cooking baking cookies. Like you'd be taking care of everything and taking care of the pets and taking care of the home, but you'd also be abundant. So I feel like you could probably even, have that lucky element about you, or just be very smart with your finances, or maybe you're just somebody that's like independently wealthy, or you're going to attract a lot of abundance to you through working earlier on, and then maybe later on you're like, I'm just going to be a stay-at-home mom. But I feel like you could have both regardless. Like you could hold down like a very steady job and take care of everybody, pack up the lunches, make love, do all the stuff that's supposed to be done, and still have time and energy because you know how to take care of yourself, you know how to nurture yourself, and you know what you want out of life. You want this success, and they feel like they could have this success with you. They could have this balance with you. And then with the Four of Wands, again, it's like they see you as the person that they could marry. That like there's like these pillars. There's like this strength between you and this person. So again, we have this door opening up to the light. I feel like they may have had their doors closed too. Maybe there was something that happened in their world that they like closed their doors, or they just had their heart closed off to you. I feel like you've knocked down that door. You've allowed them to feel like it's safe to open that, and that you're going to love them, you're going to nurture them, you're going to be loyal, you're going to take care of them, you're going to provide to them everything that they've ever wanted. Okay, so they feel like you're very, very, like you're it. You're the end game. Okay. And with the star, the star is a star. The star can be somebody that is actually famous. This could be somebody that's a star seed. But a lot of times it's somebody that has like recognition or a lot of attention from people. I feel like you could just have the recognition and attention of this person. Okay, they could really see you in the star. But even I feel like you may not recognize just how many people look at you in this light. Okay, you may inspire a lot of people, or you may just stand out amongst the others. Okay, because again, we had that energy here. It's like it's like you're balanced, you're nurturing. I feel like you just stand out to this person. They see you as the person that they're destined, that they're lucky to have you, and they are holding you in high regards. So maybe you've even had to overcome a lot, because with the hermit can be somebody that's like a homebody, stays at home, very reflective, goes within to think about things. But it can also be depression. So I feel like you may have a tendency, like if you don't have a bunch of shit to like take care of, like if you're not nurturing and taking care of everybody else, you may have a tendency to have depression. And you could be like me, if it isn't sunny out and like things like that seasonal affective thing, you could have that energy too, where it's like you get sad. So you may have this element about you where you get depressed, you get sad at times, but I feel like you may have worked your way through a lot of that. You may be doing better when it comes to feeling like successful on your own, nurturing yourself rather than everybody else. But again, I just feel like this person sees you rising up. So maybe they've seen you overcome a lot of darkness. You could have had a lot of things in your life that were causing you, sadness, isolation, separation, depression. And I feel like you're starting to realize like your own value, and that could be helping other people to recognize the value in you and to raise you up in this person's eyes and in other people's eyes. But I also feel like they like the idea or the fact that you're a homebody. Like you're not somebody that needs to go out and party and be recognized or the center of attention to have happiness or to feel fulfilled. And again, with this Lovers, it's like they sense that you're like their divine counterpart. You're the person that's going to love them and nurture them forever, that there was a reason for the two of you to meet, or the reason that and it's like they feel like eventually the two of you will come together. They also feel like you'd be very romantic. You'd have like the satin sheets with the, silk, fancy stuff, drapes hanging off the bed. You probably have one of those canopy beds with all the stuff going, the candles going. Just things like soft music. It's like you'd really nurture this person. You'd massage the person. You'd do all types of fancy dancy stuff to them. Take your time with them if you were making love to them. And I feel like they either know that or they feel that, or you've already done that with them. But it's like they really like that about you. They like that sensual, sexy, passionate energy that you exude, and also that nurturing, loving energy that you exude. And with the Palace of Coins, this is like the home that you would keep. So it does feel like what we've been, talking about. It's very earthy. You've got even like the elements growing on here, and here's like the the owl for like that intuition and that wisdom of the high priestess. In the Palace of Pentacles, I mean, this again would be very valuable. This is, to me, is like 10 of Pentacle energy. It's like this is the King and Queen of Pentacles coming together. This is divine counterparts, like very grounded, stable, earthy energy. You'd have a lot of animals. You'd have a beautiful garden. The inside would be warm and inviting. There'd be sexy stuff going on all over the place. It would be very, very like where I'd want to live, but I'm an earth sign, so. Oh, and I've seen people asking, I'm a Taurus, Capricorn rising, so I'm double earth. And yeah. So this is where I would live, but I feel like this person likes that, okay? They like the fact that their home would be warm and that they'd be nurtured and like all that fun, warm, comfy, cozy stuff would be available to them, okay? And then these three, we have transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So for some of you, I feel like this could be, you know, going from like not talking to talking or dating to like being like boyfriend and girlfriend to engaged to married, or even married to just like deepening this connection. Because I do feel like for some of you guys, you may already be married and just being like, hey, do they like me? You know, but it's like no matter what, you two are soulmates, you are twin flames. There's something here. And it's like this love will conquer all things, no matter what you guys have been through, no matter what darkness you've overcome. Or have to overcome, you will be rising up. And you know what's funny? The Hermit in a lot of decks, this represents the star. So this person could even be kind of feeling like dark without you, or feeling like depressed and really thinking and reflecting on you. And that may be why they're now seeing you in this light, because they're holding you in high regards. They're like, wait a minute, you know, this is my divine person. This is the person I'm supposed to be with. Shit, let me wish for that. So they may be realizing that, and that could be part of the transformation. And then soulmate, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So for some of you guys, you may even have a transformation with that, okay? You may not have anybody, or you could have been focused on the wrong person or something. And so just believe that they're already with you and the right person's going to show up, whether it's somebody you already dealt with or somebody new or whatever. It's like we are all one, and when we realize that, you know, that kind of helps us to stop with the feeling of separation from things. But in these soulmates and twin flame connections, you truly are sharing one soul, or you are part of one soul family that are destined to come together and to deal with each other. So if this person's meant to be there, just trust in the fact that you already are there. And then the sexual union, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So again, it's like you guys are one. Like you don't have to feel separation from each other. And I do feel like this person is very sexually attracted to you. They know that you're their soulmate, or there's a significant soul connection. And I do again feel like they like whatever transformation you're going through, and they want a transformation within this connection. But yeah, this is something that the two of you are already there in this oneness. You know, just believe that they're there, and they will start to manifest there faster, I feel. Okay, so thank you guys very much. If you like it, hit the like. If you didn't, you can dislike. If you'd like to subscribe, the little subscribe button is there. And if you'd like to make a little donation to my pupper donations, feel free with the PayPal link down below. If not, thank you guys, and I will see you next time. We're going to move on at 33. We got lots of threes tonight. All right. So, 3 of Wands, Temperance, Palace of Cups. And in this deck, there are palaces. So they got the kings and the queens and the knights and everybody, but there's also palaces for them to live. Page of Swords, Sun, and Hierophant, which is faith. So then we got the 3 of Swords, which is sorrow. Prince of Swords, which is the challenger. King of Pentacles, or the King of Gems, which is the realist. The Star, which is hope. And Temperance, which is patience. And then these 3 little will be at the end. Alright, so with the 3 of Swords in the sorrow energy, I feel like there could be a lot of pain that you've been through with this person. There could have been a lot of challenges with this person. It's almost like every time this person has come in to talk to you, they've hurt you. There also could be third elements within the connection. There could be karmic energies. There could be people, drugs, alcohol, like addictions to gambling or to working or to just like negative thoughts and negative beliefs. I just feel like there's been a lot of pain within the connection, but I also feel like you could have gone through a lot of pain in your life and you could have overcome a lot of challenges. So they may like that about you, but I'm also feeling for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody that has a little bit of an ego where they may like the fact that no matter what's gone on here, you've been like patiently waiting for them. It's like they know they can come in and hurt you and then go out and then come in and hurt you and then go out. So that, I don't feel like that's for too many of you, but I do feel like for some of you could have, maybe that's how they were in the past. I just feel like this person has really brought you a lot of challenges and a lot of pain. And that's not something they should like or love, okay? But I think if they were going to like or love something about it is that maybe you were in this temperance energy of patience, like patiently waiting for them, no matter what they've done, no matter how many times they've hurt you, it's like, I love you. But I do feel like they like the patience that you have. And I did notice that we had temperance and the Three of Wands. And actually, we got temperance twice with the Three of Wands. So this is waiting, like patient energy. So that may be something they like about you, is the fact that they feel like you're always waiting on them, okay? Others of you, I feel like what they like is the fact that you've been able to overcome sorrow and challenges. And then with the realist here, the King of Pentacles, you know, typically the King of Pentacles is like the perfect husband. He's the most valuable king. He's very abundant, very attractive, like, you know, he's very grounded. He would be very committed to you. He would take care of you, and not just necessarily financially, but like he would take care of you. Like he'd want to take care of you. He'd want to provide to you, protect you, be like the perfect man to marry. I feel like you may have given this person some sort of like ego boost, especially with this card here with the sun. I feel like this person may have liked the fact that you've helped them, like you may have been like very attracted to them, or you just, no matter what they've done to you, you've been like, I'm still waiting. I feel like you kind of gave them an ego boost and they like that about you. Others of you, I feel like because you've done this with them, because no matter, and I feel like for some of them, they've dealt with a lot of challenges themselves, and they were like in this place of sorrow and heartache, and they didn't want to let anybody in. So it was like it required a lot of patience on your part for them to realize how valuable they are. You know, maybe you helped them by being in that energy and showing like, no matter what you do to me, I still love you. Or no matter how many times, you know, like you've been through the bad, like it doesn't always have to be that bad. Like I truly am here to love you. I truly am here to care for you. And they may really like that about you. The fact that you've helped them to understand like who they really are. Okay. Like they have the value. They may have nice things or whatever, but they have the value inside of them. And I feel like you've helped them to see that. Okay. So, you know, it's going to be different for some of you. I do feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with like an egomaniac, and for others, you could be dealing with somebody that just really went through a lot of pain and stuff that was difficult, and it was your patience and your love that's helped them to become more realistic and realizing how valuable and how amazing you truly see them and who they are, you know, at their core, rather than for what they look like or what they have. And then with the star, it's like, again, you brought this person an element of hope, okay? I feel like they really did go through a lot of pain, and they probably put you through a lot of pain as a result of it. You could be twin flames, which a lot of times you guys mirror each other, and sometimes, you know, the triggers that you bring into each other are very painful, but it's like you've still had that inside of you, this patient energy inside of you that's like, I know we'll get through this. I realize his value or her value. I'm going to hold on to my hope. And through doing that, they're actually starting to mirror you by realizing, you know, the reality of the connection, and they're starting to tap back into hope and recognizing that it doesn't always have to end badly, or like the challenges that they've been through with others don't have to repeat with you, and that they are valuable enough to have true love. So you could have really brought the light into this person's life. I'm feeling for some of you too, you could have a lot of recognition of other people, or they could just see you as somebody that's rising up. You know, you haven't allowed the pain and the darkness and the bullshit that you've overcome to keep you away from holding on to this hope and this light inside of you. It's like no matter how many dark days you've been through, you still get up and you still like inspire, you still fight, you still have this hope and this light and this faith. And I feel like you've helped to give them faith. So they really like that. They like that you have this like unwavering faith. And you know, the Hierophant is a higher level commitment, so they could feel like you again are very significant soul connections. This is Taurus energy, so it's very grounded and stable. It's very like, I'm committed to you, I'm not ever going to give up on you energy. So you could have really restored this person's faith in love, or this person's faith in the connection, or the faith in the fact that there are still good people in the world. But I feel like you have a strong faith, and they like that, and they love the fact that you've held on to it regardless of all the pain, regardless of all the rejection, regardless of all the scars and the adversity that you've had to go through. You've held on to this faith, and you've probably even tapped into some of this due to the pain and the sorrow and the bullshit that you've been through. It required you to need to find hope and faith in order to not, just give up. And then we have this again. So I feel like for some of you guys, it's like they really do like the fact that they feel like you're still waiting on them to, like you're in this temperance, you're in this energy of patience, waiting for them to come back, waiting for your ships to come in. But for others, what they love about you is the fact that you were that ship. See all this light? It was like you were the ship that they were waiting for to come back in, so that they could realize that this light, that this power, that this type of thing is still available. They may have been cheated on or hurt in the past. They could have been through a lot of challenges in love or just in life, at childhood, past lives. And again, it was like, you're exactly what they were waiting for to come in, and they may be guarded with you. They may be too, it's like they're not pessimistic, they're not like optimistic, but they're just like real about things. And it's like, well, everybody else hurt me, so of course you would. And it's not them being pessimistic, it's just them being logical. But I do feel like you've been that thing, like you've been that hope to come in. You've been this ship of light that they were waiting on to restore their faith in understanding that they can have union, they can have this balance thing. They don't have to be miserable alone, and they don't have to expect the worst out of everybody. That there is true love here, and that there is this person waiting for them to get their shit together and to come back around in the appropriate energy, so that the two of you can be this ship that you've both been waiting on. Okay. And then we have the Palace of Cups. So this would be like where the Queen and King of Cups would live. So this person may not show you how they feel about you, but I do sense under the surface there's a whole lot of shit going on in there for you by this person. But they do see you as this Queen of Cups. So they feel like living with you, they would be very loved unconditionally. Like your home would be like the home, like, I don't care what you look like, I don't care what's going on with you, I don't care about, like, all you care about is love. Like, that's it. But I do feel like there'd be like this very emotionally, like, safe haven for this person. Like, they could come in crying and you would just be there to love them. And I do feel like I am picking up, like, there's just like this energy about you that's soothing to them, like you're a healer to them. So just your presence is this healing temperance energy. Again, that light that you've brought into this person, it's helped them. It's like what they were patiently waiting for so long, you've been able to give to them. So they feel like living with you would be like, oh, like they would just have that nice, relaxed, very passion, like, not even passion, it's like just love, just comfort. Just this energy of like feeling good and feeling loved, and it doesn't matter about anything, just because I love you for who you are 100%, and you don't have to change, and I understand. And it's like, you know what I mean? They just see this as being very, very loving. And I do feel like this person could be keeping an eye on you, or they could like the fact that you've always kept an eye on them. But I am feeling like a mix here. So for some of them, it's like whatever they've observed of you, they know that this is like how their life would be with you, is that you would be very healing and nurturing to them, that you would help to bring this light back in, and that you guys would be very happy. The Sun is the happiest card within the deck. And for others that are dealing with like the ego-y person, they could just feel like you're like obsessed with them, or they like the fact that you're always like trying to see what they're doing or what's up with them, things like that. Or you could even be dealing with some that are doing that to you now. Like they could be just like drawn to your energy. Like they may like be very like aroused by you. You may make them happy, whatever they see, you know, it's like they like what they see about you. And I do feel for a majority of you, it's just that they see that they would have the happiness with you. But for a couple of you, you could be dealing with like a karmic person where it's like they just have an ego. They want to feel like you're constantly like checking on them or waiting on them or, you know, wishing for this person, thinking that they're the best thing that, you know, has ever happened since sliced bread. And for those of you that are dealing with that, I do feel like you should probably just let it go. But those of you that are dealing with somebody that, you know, has probably just been guarded due to whatever pain and stuff they've been through, just give them some time to overcome it and you guys will be fine. Okay? And then we have manifesting miracles, new beginnings, and playfulness. So your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So for a lot of you, I do feel like whatever you've been waiting for with this person or whatever they've been waiting for with you is manifesting. And you guys could be coming into this time of manifesting a lot of stuff, okay? Things just be getting a lot easier for you. Your emotions could be getting more balanced. It's like all the things you've been waiting for, those ships that you've been waiting to come in, those are coming. And it's going to be a beautiful new beginning. So a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So for some of you, those of you that were dealing with like something toxic, you could have like a miracle coming in, like a whole new person or a whole new beginning where it's like things are just going to be amazing for you. You're going to have fun. And then for those of you that have just been waiting for this person to realize how much you love them, I do feel like a new beginning will happen. Okay, they're gonna open up and they're gonna be ready to like let their inner child. They feel like they can be safe with you. They feel like you're gonna embrace them, and that they don't have to like keep those guards up. That they can actually tell you, hey, I love you and I want to have fun with you. So laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So I do feel like for, you know, all of you guys, you are going to be having a lot of fun. Miracles will be happening. Your new beginning is here, whether it's, you know, it's whatever it is that you feel like is best for you. Okay. So trust and know that whatever spirit is bringing to you, it's for your highest and best, and things will be good. And yeah. So thank you guys very much. If you like it, like it. If you didn't, you can dislike it. Either way, that helps me. If you'd like to subscribe, there's a little button there. If you'd like to send a donation for the Wiener Fund, all my dog fund, the little PayPal link is down below. It is not needed. It is not necessary, but it would help. And everything else that you need to know is down below. I am on a month wait for readings, and I will be recording the air sign, what they desire reading, and then I'm going to be moving on to the rest of the astrology signs, individual signs. I've already done Pisces, next is Virgo. I just wanted to make sure I said thank you with these decks, and I like to kind of keep things uniform when I'm doing a series like that, but I will be doing other pick-a-piles and stuff like that in between, just like last month. Okay, guys, so I always forget, like I always feel like I'm forgetting to tell you something. I don't know. I can't remember. I guess that's it. Okay. Goodbye.